Good afternoon, my awesome friends. It is Friday. What do we do every Friday? We do prepping the pantry and emergency food. It's an open collab. Anyone can join in. Just take a video of what you're buying this week at the store, put it up, let me know that you joined in, and I'll make sure to go give you a full watch. We have some great co-hostesses also that join in every week. The first one is Crazy But Not Dangerous. Oh my gosh. Go check out her channel. She does a great job on everything she does. She puts up some wonderful cooking videos and gives you lots of inspiration for the kitchen. And she's a great friend, and if you're following her, she's going to try to follow you back if she likes your content. She joins in every Friday for prepping the pantry and emergency food, open collab, if any of you want to join in. Please go check out her wonderful video and see what she got this week. And be sure to check out her cooking videos. They are wonderful. My other great friend is My Little Rural Homestead. She does a lot of great stuff on her channel too. She does a lot of cooking videos, grocery shopping videos, savings challenges, and now we're doing this month a no spend month to get better at living on budgets, and I'm joining in with her, and she is the hostess of that one. So please go check it out and think about joining in on the future. We all have to learn to live on a little less money. Everything keeps going up, and it is getting harder and harder to get by. But we all make it eventually, one way or the other. This is what Grandma bought this week at the grocery store. As you can see, there's not going to be a lot that I'm going to be buying. We got really picky about what we purchased this week. I went over to the Honey Baked Ham place and got some stuff, and that was a little expensive, but I took that off my grocery bill, so we had to economize at the grocery store. As you can see, I did stock up on several things, like the potato chips were $1.50 a bag off if you bought 4. So, of course, Grandma bought 4 bags of potato chips. That will be enough bags of potato chips probably to last us probably a month or so. The Fritos right next to it, that one little bag of Fritos is the same cost of 2 of those bags of the potato chips. I know, I couldn't believe it either. But I really had my heart set on some Fritos, so I bit the bullet and bought them. Just because you're trying to watch your money doesn't mean you can't have things you want. I got my milk I always get every week. I got some bean dip to go with the Fritos, and I got some fresh sour cream to use with a lot of the different things that we make and eat here at the homestead, or the homestead in town, since I live in town. But, you know, you can eat anything or buy anything you want. You just have to budget to make sure if you buy something expensive, you got to cut back. So this week we're going to be eating a lot of sandwiches because I spent a lot of money at Honey Baked. I also bought 1 can of corned beef hash because that's one of my favorites also. Bought 2 cans of ragu because we're going to make some spaghetti and some other dishes with that. And the dog food was another problem again. You know how that's always a problem. And I got 7 containers of dog food, and that's all they had, so I bought all they had. I got some bananas, some black grapes, and an onion because I don't know for sure what I have here. I might have an onion, but I might not. And the grapes were so expensive, I just bought the black ones. So I'm trying to economize and trying to make my money stretch as far as it can. And that onion, I'll be cutting it in half and using it in probably 2 or 3 dishes. So that onion's going to stretch a lot. I always like some avocados, so even though sometimes the avocados are a little pricey, we still buy them. That's 3 of them. They were $1 a piece, so that was $3. And so I will be able to at least get 3 or 4 meals out of that also. So when you figure it all out, it's not that bad. I got my husband's favorite, the honey baked ham that he likes. And that went up about 30 cents a container or package about a week ago. Almost couldn't believe how much it went up. But you can't be worrying about it. And I went over and got I got my dog some dog treats. They were not too expensive, but he's chewing them right up, so they could be expensive. I bought 1.5 pounds of hamburger meat, and that's all the meat we're buying for this week. that I'm going to cook. I did have some beef bologna that I bought because we're going to eat a lot of sandwiches this week. So that'll be enough for probably 2 weeks worth of sandwiches for me and my husband. And I got a head of lettuce for he can have for his sandwiches and for a salad. And I have some other lettuce in the garden, and I'll be cutting that up also to have a little more color and variety. I didn't buy any tomatoes this week because we have plenty of tomatoes ripe out in the garden, and that's what we'll be eating, our tomatoes from the garden this week. The bread was on special also, was 2 loaves for $5. So I bought 2 loaves of Wonder Bread. They had the rosemary sourdough loaf. I bought that. I paid full price. And I was going to make some spaghetti this week, so I got some garlic bread with the 5 cheeses. And that'll be enough for a couple of days, so that will be fine too. Also, when I was at Honey Bake, I got a pound of ham sliced up, and we'll be using that in some soup, and we'll be making some ham, I guess steak or whatever you want to call it, a ham slice and a salad and a vegetable, and that'll be a couple dinners also. And we'll be also cutting some of it up to go in our soup. So we're going to be using that pound and a half for quite a few different meals, so it's just not for one meal. We need to stretch those dollars the best we can. And because I bought 2 packages of beans, I know I could get them cheaper at Stater Brothers, so don't tell me. But I wanted to get the ham bone, and if I get 2 packages of beans, I get the ham bone for free. And I got some sweet garlic mustard, never tried it. Thought I'd give that a try too and see how I like that. I like to get different things and try them out. If I like them, then I keep buying them. If I don't, I don't. And I know that might seem a little wasteful, but the only way we're going to know is by giving it a try. And here's my ham bone that I got for free because I got the beans. Now, if I bought that ham bone, and that does have some ham on it, so there is some meat along with the bone, it would have cost me $14.64, I think it said. But because I bought those beans, I got that for free. So it was all a trade-off. I still spent quite a bit, but when I consider how many meals I'm going to make out of this ham and those beans, really it's pretty cost-effective. It really is. You just have to know how to stretch your dollars and make as many different meals as you can without spending a lot of money. And that's what I love to share with people, is you can eat well. You can even spend a lot for something, because you're going to save it at the other end. Even though I spent a lot for what I bought at the Honey Bake place, I'm going to get a lot of meals out of it, and I can freeze part of this, and so we can eat probably a couple of weeks on this. So when you factor in how many different meals I'll be getting, it's still pretty cheap cooking. And I honestly think the Honey Bake ham does taste better quality than the ham I get at the deli. I don't know what they do different. I'm just telling you, I think it tastes better. Maybe it's the way they cut it, maybe the way they prepare it. I have no idea. But there is a difference in the taste, and that's why I spent the extra money. So that's what I did so far this week. But I don't want you guys to be worried. There's always something that Grandma's planning on doing, and we always work on a budget. And I did still get in budget, and I'm going to share with you both my receipts. So don't forget, if you want to come back next week and see what I did, I'll be putting some meals up tomorrow on my Sunday dinner, and on Wednesday we're going to do budget meals, and then Wednesday night we're going to do leftover meals. I'm going to share with you how I turn some of my leftovers into some other meals and how we can eat. And I only usually cook about 2 or 3 times a week. When I cook enough for anywhere from 2 to 4 days at a time. So there's always something that I'm stretching. So sit down, I have the total. And here is my receipts, and this one is from Stater Brothers, and you can see what I spent. And we did pretty good on it, and pretty good on the total. We got under budget, and it came to $98.94. I thought we did pretty good, and we did save a little bit, not much, $7 and something. But at least we stayed in budget. That's the most important thing. And that is also including the money we spent over at Honey Baked Ham. I feel like it's important to try to think of different ways we can cook different meals and have them interesting and taste good. I don't want to have the same thing every week, and I also don't want to never have anything good quality. The honey baked hams are really, really good, and I don't know what they do to make them taste so much better than anyone else's, but they do taste better, and you do pay for that. But like I said, I only buy this maybe 2 to 3 times a year, so it's not like I'm doing it every month, and it isn't that expensive as long as it's once in a while. And I cut down on my grocery bill to make sure I had the money to pay for this. And it came to $39 and $39.34. So that wasn't bad. And I thought that was pretty good. And we're going to get quite a few quality meals out of what I bought with that ham. And I'm going to make 2 different kinds of soup, and that will also be really good. So we have a lot of good quality meals coming. Just some great shops.